one of the most powerful things we haven't hit on yet, and maybe we should end with this because we're probably going pretty long, but is that I think one of the main reasons people do things in the church and outside the church is peer pressure. And I just want to break that right here now. Yes, most people are call themselves Christians, or I shouldn't say call themselves, I believe they are. They're trying to, like Mike said, they're trying the best they can to be that. But most of Christianity is going to kind of look around, oh, what are they doing? Are they standing up in worship? Are they? I don't know. I'm a teenage boy. I'm 19 years old. I'm not going to look stupid in church and throw up my hands and do that. I'm not going to go love on somebody that, because my friends say that's not cool or whatever. Like, and here we're saying, you know what? Just go out there and just live life to the fullest and love on people and don't worry about this, that, and the other thing, or don't do that, And I think one of the biggest things that hold you back is just go, well, that's not what someone else did. Like, But that's kind of the whole point we're saying. Stop being like somebody else. You're you. And you have a unique set of things to do. And you're not going to look back later in life when you're our age or older and go, boy, I'm sure glad when I was a young adult that I stayed by the rules of everybody else and didn't really stick out. And, you're not going to think that. You're going to think, man, what was I thinking? That was stupid. I could have done this. I could have helped that person. I could have helped that old lady. I could have, even though my kids would have given me my friends would have given me a hard time for volunteering at this thing, I could have done that. It would have been enriching or whatever else. I think sometimes we don't do things to be cool or not to stand out. And especially if it's something that's just a little bit outside of, or a lot outside the norm, right? Mm-hmm. And I just think Jesus was outside the norm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything in this thing that he calls us to do, that's why his parables, that's why his stories are so crazy. A lot of the things that Jesus says are kind of like, wow, love. It says to love your neighbor, but I say love your enemy. He says, right?
Yeah. That's radical.
That's crazy radical stuff. Yeah. A lot of what he asks us to do is pretty radical, and I think he's trying to tell us, my ways are not your ways, and don't do what your buddies are doing. Do what I'm calling you to do. And I just want to encourage people out there. It's so much more awesome when you just let go of all that garbage. It really, what your teenage friends or young adult friends think of you is really not going to matter for the rest of your life as much as you
middle-aged friends.
Yeah, it's just not going to matter, and we're not out to impress them. We're not really out to impress God. It's not about performance. We're out to live with God. Mm-hmm. So just go live, man. And if you make a mistake, that's what he died for.
Yeah.
But fall forward, as a friend of ours likes to say. If you're going to fall forward. You're at least pursuing God with everything you got.